Good morning everyone. I am Harshit, your tech host, and welcome to the Daily Tech News Bulletin brought to you by IT Voice. In today's news, we will be covering news about Withings, Beam, O 4-in-1 health device, Apple and Google remove eSIM service apps in India, EU antitrust chief meetings in the US, WhatsApp updates for iOS app, Apple's Batterygate settlement payments, retirement of Microsoft's WordPad, Google account vulnerability and more. To skip to any particular news story, use the chapters below. And don't forget to subscribe to IT Voice and stay up to date on all the latest tech news. Withings unveils Beam O, a 4-in-1 health device at CES 2024 priced at $249.95, offering a complete home health checkup combining a thermometer, stethoscope, pulse oximeter and ECG. Beam O provides a full body scan in under a minute, checking for fever, infection and heart issues. Users can transfer audio recordings of lung scans from the stethoscope to the Withings app, enabling later playback and sharing with healthcare providers. While awaiting FDA approval, Beam O is expected to be available for purchase in June 2024. Next we have Apple and Google have taken down eSIM service app Airalo and Holafly from their respective App Store and Google Play Store in India. The removal followed a request from the Department of Telecommunications (DOT) directing internet service providers to restrict access to the apps and their websites. The apps were reportedly used by malicious actors exploiting unauthorized eSIM card for cybercrime activities, including accessing international numbers without proper checks and using fraud to conceal locations and identities. All eSIM providers in India are required to obtain a no objection certificate (NOC) from the DOT. Holafly and Airalo failed to comply with this regulation. The removal of Airalo and Holafly does not affect the availability of eSIMs in India, and alternative services like AeroSIM and Nomad remain accessible for international travel or temporary international number. EU antitrust chief Margaret Vestager to meet with CEOs of Apple, Alphabet, Broadcom, Nvidia, OpenAI CTO Meera Murthy and Chief Strategy Officer Jason Kron. Discussions to focus on European digital regulation and competition policy, seeking feedback from rivals and customers. Vestager's meeting with Alphabet coincides with an advisor's non-binding recommendation on Google's appeal against a €2.42 billion European Union antitrust fine. WhatsApp is set to allow iOS users to set a default theme color departing from the traditional green shade with options including green, blue, white, coral and purple. Future plans may include changing the chat bubble color, while users can also choose a chat wallpaper from options like bright, dark, solid colors or use their own image. WhatsApp is testing a web version update with a darker color scheme and a redesigned sidebar for improved aesthetics and reduced eye strain. Apple begins paying iPhone users as part of the Batterygate settlement resulting from throttling iPhones without transparently informing users. Users of specific iPhone models running certain iOS versions before 21 December 2017 or iPhone 7 by 7 Plus owners are eligible for settlement payments. Apple introduced the battery health feature post-controversy, providing users information about battery aging and recommending replacements. Next up we have Microsoft is phasing out WordPad, a legacy app in existence for over 25 years and will no longer be installed after a clean install of Windows 11. WordPad will be uninstalled and won't be reinstallable with the removal process starting with the latest beta build of Windows 11. WordPad served as an alternative to Word but faced challenges in becoming the de facto app due to its versatile nature. At last, Cloud SEK reports a vulnerability in Google accounts linked to third-party cookies, allowing potential compromise even after a password reset. Exploit allows continuous access to Google services after password reset, raising concerns about unauthorized access. Google acknowledges the issue, claims to have rectified it, and emphasizes continuous monitoring of vulnerabilities and human intelligence sources. This is Arshad signing off. Stay tuned and follow IT Voice for the latest tech news.